Hey everyone, the Nether update is out today and I'm going to show you how to make a Piglin Bartering farm. This is a very useful farm because you basically trade gold with piglins and in turn you get various useful items, and you can also get obsidian, quartz, some crying obsidian, and also the famous soul speed enchant, which is new in 1.16, and yeah, a variety of very cool items that you only get through bartering. Well, you get them elsewhere too, I suppose. But well, this is a very useful farm, and well, I'm going to show you how to build it. So this is what one module of the farm looks like. You can build as many as you want of those. Unfortunately, you cannot have more than 5 piglins in a row. I will explain why later. But basically this is one module and you can build as many as you want over your nether or whatever. And well, you would get very useful items. You can see them all right here. Soul speed, enchant, boots, potions and whatnot. Obsidian, crying obsidian, all that cool stuff. You will get all that from piglins, and yeah, it's actually pretty simple. So what we have right here is our input. This is a chest minecart, and we can just toggle this lever, and then it will distribute all the gold into those droppers. And the droppers will distribute the gold in turn to the piglins. And the piglins will admire it for about 8 seconds. It has to be longer for 8 seconds because sometimes it can be inconsistent. So we just have an EthosLab clock timing it. And once they admire it, I mean, first they will of course instantly pick up the gold that is being dropped to them. And then they will drop all the items on the floor. And the hopper minecart will pick it up through the blocks. And it all gets unloaded into this chest right here. Like I said before, we have an EthosLab clock to time the entire thing. So technically the piglins take exactly 8 seconds to admire, so that would be 160 game ticks. And so that would technically be exactly 20 items in an EthosLab clock, but the problem is that, like I said, it can be inconsistent. So, well, we just have to put 21 items in there. So that means that this will run on a 168 game tick cycle. But that's not a big problem, to be honest. You don't lose out on efficiency, like, at all. And well, you still get all the great stuff. It all gets collected and then gets put into this chest right here. The reason we are only using 5 piglins per module is because we are using a hopper minecart, and well, as you can see, the hopper minecart has 5 slots. Why is this important? Well, this is the same amount as piglins we have, and basically it means that there will be only 5 item types at once in the system. And occasionally the piglins will finish trading faster than the minecart will pick up stuff, but that's not too much of a problem, because occasionally there will be single simple items to pick up, such as a enchanted book, which is only 1 item and takes up an entire slot. And it basically just means that sometimes there are more items than other times, and well, yeah, that doesn't really matter all too much. You will get a few gold ingots in your output chest, but that is not a big issue at all. Worst case scenario, you can use an item filter on the bottom and feed it back in through the top, but to be honest, that's not really necessary at all. So because 5 of those piglins are already nearly maxing out this double speed minecart unloader, it means that the drop rate is around 16 or 17,000 per hour for 5 piglins, so that's already a lot. But then you have to consider all the goals that you have to input into this farm. Because we are running this on a 168 game tick cycle, and there are of course 72,000 game ticks in an hour, we will consume about 428 gold ingots per piglin. So for these 5 piglins, it is about 2142 gold ingots per hour. And that sounds like a lot, but I can assure you that my gold farm, wink wink nudge nudge, it still works in 1.16 of course, will produce that amount easily. It will overproduce in fact. And well, that's something great that you can use for this. So this is already filling up, so you're probably gonna need a bigger storage, but without any further ado, we can just turn this off and I'm going to show you how to build it. These are the materials that you're going to need to build this Piglin Bartering farm, and do keep in mind of course that the amount of glass and sub blocks is an estimate, so you may need more, you may need less, but that should about do it. And because it may not be clear, this is a dropper because of the texture. It's little well hidden by D5. But yeah, that's the materials list, and let's build this thing. Alright, let's start with the easy part, which is the collection. So we're just going to have one double chest right here, place some solid blocks on the backside. then some more solid blocks extending out, go up by one, go out by one, remove that. And then if you're building this midair somewhere, you would have a solid block right here, but we don't really need that. Actually, let's just keep that here just because. Have another solid block right here, then grab your comparators, one comparator, place it just facing this way, have one redstone dust, one solid block, grab your powered rails, and pull them all across like this. You can remove this one, this is purely temporary, and we are placing a piston facing back like this. Then we have a redstone torch, and we can take our fence gate, and that fence gate goes right in front of the torch, just open it up, and then we're just going to place some more solid blocks. This is where the piglins are going to be standing. Next up, just grab some of your glass blocks. Like any other build, glass is mostly optional here, and you can replace it with mostly any other block you want, but it looks nice as always. And what we're going to do is grab some of our droppers and have them facing this way. This will be giving the piglins their gold, of course. And let's just get some more glass like this, and we're going to get our 4 trapdoors. Now placing trapdoors on the first 4 dispensers, droppers I mean, on the side of the first 4 droppers when you are facing right here. So you're just going to place them like this, and what this will allow us to do is to have the trapdoors like this so that they separate each piglin, and that way they have their own cell and they won't interfere with each other. At this point, this is going to be complicated, I know. You might want to get some gold armor. You want to get piglins in here. Make sure that you do not get any of those pesky baby piglins in here. Please stop running around. Yeah, I just want to do the tutorial. And well, just get any old adult piglin in here, and well, that's perfect. We can just close that up with once more glass, and we are going to grab some of our hoppers. And this is of course going to be the distribution system for the input gold. So just have a solid block right here. What we can also do is have some blocks like this. Then grab some powered rails, one right here. Then a normal rail, and then more of those powered rails. Grab a lever, one right here, keep that one powered. And the other one is not to be powered at all times, it's just when you want to deliver the gold to the dispensers, or the droppers, I keep saying dispensers. Anyways, well, you place your chest minecart right here, and this is your gold inputs. When you flick the lever, it will just keep the chest minecart running back and forth, but we're just going to leave that off for now. Alright, now just go to the back side and place some solid blocks next to the droppers. And what we're going to do is have one observer facing right into that solid block. We can remove that temporary observer, and we're just going to have redstone dust on top. That means when this observer detects a change from the ether hopper clock, it will just pulse all of these droppers and, well, give the piglins their golds. Now just place one block right here. Have a hopper facing this way, remove that, and have another hopper facing into the first hopper. And then just place some solid blocks like this. We're going to do the same on the other side, just like this. And we have one comparator, 2 comparators, some redstone dust on top, piston, another piston, and a redstone block. Now there's something that I didn't put in the materials list, but you are going to need 21 temporary blocks or items or anything like that. So we're just going to put that like this. So we have 21 netherrack, and it can be any item really, it just has to be 21 items in total. And this will be our timing circuit, so we're just going to put a lever to turn that off. As you can see, that will keep this piston extended and this will not run. But if we flick that off, then it will start the clock, and it will give piglins gold, given there is gold in the dispensers, at the proper interval. Our last step is to place the hopper minecart down there, and this will collect all of the drops from the piglins and place them in that chest right here. Alright, let's give this a try. So we're just going to place our gold ingots in that minecart with chest, and we're going to flick that lever, and as you can see, it will distribute all the gold by running back and forth. And all the piglins have picked up the gold, and any second you will see some drops that are going to come into this chest down below. We already got some crying obsidian and normal obsidian, which is absolutely great. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire thing. Some quality of life things that you can add is, for example, a ladder to access the stuff up top. So we just have it up there. You can't place it on glass, I now realize. But basically you would just have a ladder that leads you up to the top, and from there you can place all of your gold inside this chest minecart so that you can give it to the piglins. And yeah, that's pretty much the entire thing. Like I said, you can build about as many of those as you want in your nether, and you do need to build this in the nether because, well, the piglins will convert to zombie pigmen, or rather zombified piglins now, when they are in the overworld or in the end dimension. So yeah, you have to build this in the nether dimension, or else, well, you're not in luck. Just in case you're interested, these are all the drops that you can get from Piglin Bartering. So you can get nether brick blocks. On Java Edition it is just nether bricks, but it is the blocks on Bedrock Edition. You can get the normal obsidian, gravel, leather, fire charges, the crying obsidian, string, soul sand, the soul speed enchanted book, iron nuggets, splash potion fire resistance, normal potion fire resistance, quartz, which is something very welcome, renewable quartz, that's awesome, glowstone dust, magma cream, ender pearl, and iron boots that are enchanted with soul speed. Although until there's at least one from every piglin, they will of course equip it first and then it will land in the chests. But yeah, that's all the drops that you get from Piglin Bartering. Alright, that's my tutorial on a Piglin Bartering farm for Minecraft Bedrock Edition that is automatic. And well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I spent some time before even this update release in betas developing this. And well, if you do like it, then make sure to subscribe, because I do have much more like this coming soon and already on my channel as well. So yeah, if you do, I highly appreciate it. And well, I will be seeing you on another video, I suppose. Thank you very much for watching, and well, bye!